OD is a huge pickup. That's your way of canceling off this troll battle trance. That's your way of punishing really low int heroes all across the board, low mana heroes. Mid lane matchup for Young PH is not going to feel amazing now as well. That puts a spanner in the works for YG. I like the confidence to pick up that Ember, but it's not going to...
Between the Ember and the OD, but it's nothing to write home about. Speaking of that OD, Wonderboy is going to rotate, trying to go after the Clockwork, and they will reveal that they've got vision on the high ground. They will find Zorain, but Yangon dies. Yangon dies before Zorain, so first blood will go the way of YG.
That's a bigger take for YG. Ha, getting first blood bonus for himself. It's just opting for the double bracer into phase boots, so he wants to be able to run, wants to utilize a little bit more armor. Is overstaying his welcome for whatever reason.
He sure did. And, in all honesty, I think he actually may have wanted the reset. But probably Lloyd should be a nice, easy pickoff, though Lloyd does seem to be recognizing something is a little bit right, but not quite. Catch it. Set up there from Young PH, and of course Hall will take the killers now. A hookshot is out. They'll catch another. It's going to be Zorain being caught. Drake, though, is going to find himself in danger now. The snap fire, so he should eventually fall. And he will. Hall will pick up a double, but now they've got the Ember. Young PH, he's able to remnant away. He's all right. Still a successful... Maybe like the Centaurs aiming for one. PH setting up a kill. Move stop is out. They've got the OG. Wonderboy immediately deleted here by Hor, as they might get a trade onto the Centaur, and they will take Hor down. But what's it going to cost? Rick will also drop here on the Snapfire. So they'll try to chase a little bit more. They'll find the Witch Doctor, but they'll lose skill lane in the process. YG still in front. I think of this team fight as it's a 2-for-3 trade, but here comes Yangon onto Zorain, trying to find another. The Clockwork in a bit of danger, will try to run, and might actually make it out. Young PH continues to force them away. In fact, he wants Rupido to get the chains out onto the Pangolier. Young PH really playing on the edge, gets the remnant, and does make it out. Yangon unable to save his Pangolier. YG, they will find 2-for-4 trade in this game now.
At least you don't lose Young God. Tries to get some activity in, but Young PH is online.
Yeah, he is going to drop quite easily. Young PH, he wants more. This is one of his favorite, if not his favorite hero, Young PH, as he's really playing on edge. That melodic damage is going to start to stack up, but he's... Oh, the sleight of fist. It doesn't. He's all right. No sweating here from Young PH.
He knows how far to push it. It is magical damage, so his Flame Guard is protecting. It's right on the edge. And again, all of these fights take place so far away from where Kish is farming. In comparison, like this Ursa has to show up to bring some damage out. Zorain.
It's a cogs off. We'll try to hookshot away. It does, but is the TP going to work? No. Ooh. At least he gets a nice deny. It is a nice deny in position of being ahead. You know, like, it's never fun to play OD from behind, nor is it fun to play Ursa from behind, as they are going to find at least a Dark Willow.
I get it. That was bad.
Something there for the OD, but they're going to need a lot more fun than that. And again, I just don't think it's going to get any better as time goes on.
Young God?
Ouch. That hurts, man. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but Young God may have had to been aware of that, because it was 21 minutes. The Wisdom Rune was spawning, you know? Maybe he should have been a little bit more cautious, but here we go. They do at least find the Ember, and they've got it. No messing around. Over 1k to go the way of the OD. That's a good kill.
And it is. Cost them a lot. Sanity's drop, and again, they had to line this up perfectly with the Rolling Thunder and the Cookie post.
I don't know. Wonderboy. Oh, they're gonna find the OD. Revenge is sweet. Zorain, I'm not sure what Clockwork, because I'm never gonna pick that fast. That lowers my cooldown if I hit a teammate. That's just embarrassing. That's admitting defeat before you've even started. Bottom lane. Young PH. Yeah, he'll find one.
That was toasty.
Lloyd also admitted defeat before it even started. Johnny just pops the Death Ward and dies.
Up and running on our triple cores. Oh, now your OD has no
Oh,
fault.
young BH. Pops BKB this time around. He'll make it out. In fact, here comes Kish from the side. Though at least Astral up the Troll Warlord is Wonderboy actually going to get away with an Invis for now, but not for long. He will die in the tree line as YG looking to put perhaps a little in this game one.
Radiant's bottom
To
tower.
the tier
is
2
under
bottom
attack.
tower. Still 7k ahead. And, you know, Young God's the saving grace right now with his net worth on his team. But even he's just nowhere near a level yet where you really feel confident, as they are going to jump Drink now. Lloyd's going to try and help out with the Death Ward usage into Hor, but Hor has the Glimmer Cape of skill lay to survive. Rupido, he does go for the Rolling Thunder, but it does nothing. He's going to survive long enough, though. He does have a BKB to throw out. Drink is actually going to be spotted here by Hor. Young God's going to jump in, they'll try to block the Centaur, but he gets his BKB up in time, and now Young God's in huge trouble. Young PH chained up 3 of them. He'll pop his BKB and run, but they've got the ensnares out to root him down. Rupido the 4th. Try to get out, but there's no chance, it looks like, as they'll drop the hammer. They'll at least find Zorain, but it's a full team wipe. Wonderboy run. Young PH is not done yet. Maybe he needs to be, though, because Drick is on the chase now with his OD. Young PH has gone too far. He's out of mana. No full team wipe, never mind. YG in this game one. Bottom lane, Lloyd, it just cannot catch a break. This poor Witch Doctor. 0-6 and 0-6 and 6 is the scoreline here for the Witch Doctor. I'll tell you what, he's just not having a game. 5k HP, but they might have to give it a crack. It's a very hard kill to imagine, but they're going to try. Young God jumps in. They've still got the Ursa to rely on. Hook shot is out to try and save Hor. He's still alive, though they are still going, but he gets his BKB off with half his HP still available. They'll at least get a clockwork, but that's all they've got out of this. I suppose as long as you lose nothing on Salvation, you're pretty happy with it.
And it's fair.
So Young
Zorain
God
was worth a lot of gold. Oh,
Young God's farming underneath the position right now, John. Whole team left apart from him. It's the classic carry curse.
Dire structures
It's always the carry. You know, the rest of the team says, guys, we should back off. And the carry says, just one more camp. Just one. It can't
one
hurt.
more. Can't hurt not having buyback. Certainly not. High ground does open up. Nice pick off. Swift blink now for Kish. And he's set to just run down these objectives.
Still hanging about. Kish will get to the tier 3 tower. We can start working on it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Remnant chains is flying out here from there, but you can't really forget about that.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Chain gang, that is. Or dropping a bit of damage will still be a Centaur. Like, he's a tanky boy. They'll continue to work on towards Hor. He's running, but they'll drop the hammer and they'll finally get the job done as they've lost. Well, they haven't yet. Drick is alive. So
Next. What other items are we looking for? Sight of Vice for Wonderboy coming out next as well.
oh, nice hook. They're gonna find Rupido. Go for the Rolling Thunder to try and survive this.
Dire's
Needs to find a way out.
is under attack.
Rupido, he's still perfectly fine for now. Lotus Orb will be committed. Gets onto the high ground towards the Twin Gates, but the Terrorizer is going to make it very hard to get away. Eventually they will catch him. The Pango is down. Another nice little pickup here for YG. They even check for the Roshan, but sadly Roshan's still about 40 seconds away. Seems like the side of Salvation, they're going to try and find Young BH, knowing he's alone. A bit of hesitation though. They saw him there for a second, but they don't make the jump in. Young BH, they do now. They've got him. Young BH is down.
In the fire. Too late for you.
Another big pickup.
It's the trade he needed. That's the kind of kill Salvation needs to find. Stragglers, one by one, get the control off.
Dire's middle tower
The Sight
is
of Vice
under
from
attack.
Wonderboy already paying off.
Ouchie.
Double instant disables in the Sight of Vice and the Abyssal Blade. Going to cause some issues for YG. But
Dire's
YG in
bottom
control of the
tower
Roche Pit.
has fallen.
Will walk through the gate instead, as that was taken out. But this is right into where Salvation's at.
He's out mid lane, or the bottom lane, sorry, OD will be the target. We'll jump in Young God here, trying to help out his OD. Will be alright for now with the Astral Imprisonment, but Wonder Boy needs to find a way out. Will run his way out as Yangon now being targeted by Kish, who does go into the battle trench, just manning up right against the Ursa. And it seems as though this Ursa cannot continue to fight. He needs to get out as they are onto the OD once again, onto Yangon once again to boot. They want both at the same time and they've got him. Both to drop onto the third. They'll find themselves trick on the Snapfire. Even a buyback being committed here from Lloyd, but Lloyd can't get back to the team fight in time.
No. No way.
Oh, Young God. They see the Ursa. They'll find the Witch Doctor instead. They'll jump in. They'll hook shot Rain. He's going to find Young God. The Enrage is out, though. Young God will survive, but they've lost their top barracks just that quickly. Kish, who just takes it down immediately, and now looking towards the bottom lane to get the Megas. Kish has no fear here. No one to really contest him as they will throw in a stun. Young God. Awkward jump in from the Ursa. Has to pop this BKB, but now doesn't have that available. Kish will secure Megas. Salvation, I mean, they're up against Megas now. They won't call it quite yet, but it's looking pretty dire for them. Kane's out, catching the OD for a moment. They will Hurricane Pike away. Casual stun in. Young God will go in onto the Centaur based off the Hex that was committed. However, the Wind Waker is there for Hor. He'll be just fine. They'll try for the Troll Warlord. Kish will get the 4-staff away. He's still got the Aegis up, so they'll take down the first line. He's got all his spells and items ready to go for a second if he needs it. Or popping his own BKB here against Wonder Boy. They will successfully retreat. PH is going to show himself. The Wonder Boy, PH. Throw out the remnants. Keep in mind he does have that chain gang facet available, so it's quite easy to land these chains from a mile away. 4 towers now under siege here thanks to Kish, who'll fight one. Or another, they'll make the jump in. They have found the Ember for now, but young PH, still too tanky, is not going to die. He'll be just fine to survive as he comes back into the team fight. They're onto the OD. They've got the full control. Wonder Boy with the X trying to survive a little bit longer, but they're called the GG. It's the Ancient's gone. They just focus it down. Why even fight when you can go right for the jugular? That's exactly what they'll do here. The line is very good with the instant.
Lots of good trading potential that Young PH can't keep up with. It can be down to a lot of rune control as well for Young PH to recover from this lane, but should be straightforward for Wonder Boy. If they do manage to get the jump on Zalrain here.
It's a nice start. They'll take down the Phoenix already, so YG already giving first blood back the way of Rupido on the POS 3 Marcian. You know, as much as I like to talk crap about Marcy, John, this POS 3 Marcy can be a little bit scary if you give her a good start.
It can be. It's a very strong kill lane as well. We've got the Earth Spike into the Dispose. Nice and easy to get some pickoffs. Let's see if he manages to get the hooks. Does have sentries as well to take care of this ward. So should be able to take away the vision that is protecting right now quite nicely on the side of Yangon. Well, not quite yet. It's a little bit of a nuisance play from Skill A, but that should reveal the ward. And it does. So I don't think that's definitely not worked well there for Skill A. Some opportunities can open up now. Laning phase, early CS-wise, you are in a happy spot for Salvation. Slightly ahead on Wonder Boy mid. You got a pretty good lane for Young God, a really slow lane for Kish, but it's equally slow for Rupido. The kill does offset that for Marcy. The big concern get some rotations out. Things are looking swimming here for Salvation so far. YG have to cut their losses. Play it safer. Try to get some build up, get some EXP going. Maybe a connection out from Young PH can start to open up some opportunities.
On the line. H really takes the kill from Sulfur on the puck. On the boy trying to race him for that power room, but it is actually picked up by Skill A. She gets an invis for himself, so can't actually get caught out as nobody had protection. unfortunate here for the Salvation. But I think they might have actually had a sentry on the Pudge, but it doesn't really matter too much. They won't try for it.
I get the phase boots build. Phase movement is nice, especially up against Pudge. But I don't know, like it stalls out your blade mail by a substantial amount in comparison to no boots triple brazier. This prevents some early play
Radiant's
here.
middle tower is under attack.
Lloyd not going to land on a hook that time around. Skill A, nice little sidestep to avoid us. Now the Dream Coil will fly it onto the Ember. Wonder, he'll get silenced up. Do they have the damage? They do not. Wonder Boy will barely survive. He didn't force the pop a Fairy Fire just to ensure he does make it. They will still take the life of Lloyd at the very least. Pudge does go down, but they do miss out on the much bigger kill on the Ember.
They miss an opportunity. Still more than happy to just find something when you're slightly behind.
Wait for the side of Salvation. Young God is being watched.
Radiant's
Skill
middle
A.
tower is under
Looking to move
attack.
in for a toss-back attempt. We'll throw him into Hall with a Dream Call that's set up from Young PH. This will be a big one. And it seems that there'll be no real bigger... Oh, Hook is out from Lloyd. They do still secure the kill onto the Gyro. But at least they'll take Hall with it.
Could have been a lot worse for Salvation. They find a little bit of consolation prize. Still a nice pickup for YG. Target identification to slow down Young God. Top network on the side of Salvation is pretty big. Slow down the Gyrocopters, ramp up. Smoke out Wonder Boy and Drick. Looking for something.
Certainly are. Because what will it be? I mean, Young PH, he's going to find Drick first, so Drick is just pretty much dead. They'll land.
Ooh.
No, they won't land a stun. Skill A with the toss, mid-rebound. What a toss to come out. I almost couldn't believe my eyes there, John. It's like, wait a minute, what happened? Wonder Boy, he'll try to juke them out, but not quite. KSH is going to catch him with a sleight of fist himself. What a toss! Mid-rebound. You don't see that every day.
You don't expect that at all. Really good setup by Wonder Boy, but Skill A having the presence of mind to just try for the toss. And guess what? He was the closest thing, right? Within range. I think
Radiant's
he was
top
on
tower
range.
is under
He was
attack.
just very high up. So unfortunate.
I suppose if they can secure the kill, it's well worth his time. Top lane, Rupido, Dream Coil is going to land. They've got the Marcy locked down. Do they have enough damage, though, is the question. The answer is looking to be yes. Young God, he was desperately trying to get top lane to try and help out with a rebound, but he could not quite get within range to help.
Just a little bit too far out.
Radiant's
Again,
bottom
good
tower
target
is
reading
under
on
attack.
YG, taking care of the Marcy. They saw the 2 parts for the BKB, holding off, stalling out that last recipe. The Marcy can become a massive issue. Just juking John.
Almost like he knew that Hex was coming. The Whore, maybe not guessing they'd come for him. He'll get hooked. He'll pop his Blade Mail. The Avalanche to save. Whore will finally go down, but they do at least get Lloyd as a response. It's still a great trade here for Salvation. Pos 5 for a Pos 3. You can't complain.
Nice little pickup as well. That does still protect YG's mid though. Young PH.
Ooh. Oh, the toss. Not what they wanted. Definitely wanted a target in the Dream Call to catch, but oh, December, what's he up to? I think Wonder Boy wanted that illusion rune, but maybe gets a little bit too excited.
He doesn't quite jump into that position. Still, game state holding steady 11-10. YG again maintaining a very slight lead. I don't know if you're happy about this fully in Salvation, right? Like YG does feel very confident in scaling up with Kish and having this puck as well, going for the
Radiant
BKB.
are scanning.
You're gonna hit this Axe timing on Young God. Should be flying out now. He does have the gold to buy out, and he will. Still need the damage. Still need the sustain. Still need maybe a BKB on this Gyro. Does feel like more time. Has the Ags, can farm even faster now, but it's not like you're slowing down here on Kish or even Young PH. Going full right click on that puck as well. I love this read. Not going for the BKB as he's queuing up. Star's trying.
Get a tiny.
Fine skill lane.
It's a finger charge shot. Chains out though. Catching out 2, stopping the chase that was continuing as Hook is not going to land on Hawk. Still thinking about going, it looks like. Without their tiny, they're giving it a crack as they do jump the Ember, and in fact they might have it. And they do. Wonder Boy is down. Drick trying to help out, but Drick may have cost his own life as the chase continues. Egg was dropped. Drick will get a nice earth spike. The hook away is going to allow him to survive. My god, like you get a support Tiny, but then you casually lose your mid-ember like that. That's just horrible news here for the Radiant.
But it is. This is not the way you want these trades to go. For Salvation, you're feeding into this puck. Young PH again. He's going for full right click, going for the Parasma. Could line up for the Ags if he was.
We're now mid lane, skill lane looking towards Lloyd. Does have to blink up, will commit it. Gets the toss back into Young PH. And that is going to be a nice easy kill onto Lloyd. As YG continuing to dominate this game too now with a 3k advantage there. Wait. Just as this is happening, Kish is just slowly becoming more and more uncontrollable in this Morphling. You know, this BKB is going to come up, and then I think you're just in huge trouble. You know, like forget the Kanda build up. Once the BKB is there, it's just how are you going to kill them all?
Doesn't feel like you have enough. At least the for more here.
That they are. Lloyd looking for a nice hook. Young PH though going to be spotted with the Sentry Ward, but the Avalanche is going to ensure they can't really follow up, and Lloyd is just going to die immediately as Hor. He might die with him. It's not a bad trade at all. In fact, it's a very good trade for Salvation if they can get out with everyone else. Next out, Drick finds all rain. Jump in is there from Rupido. Hoofstop not going to do too much. Yangon, he got his BKB in time, and now the Hawk is going to catch out the Centaur. They'll find a secondary pickoff.
I think Core Morph could work. Itemizes as they find Yangon.
Oh, Yangon. Oh, the hook misses too.
Oh my god.
How did the hook miss?
The weave between the enemy heroes. It didn't look like it was even gunning for the gyro.
Oh,
They find
do
Young
find
PH at least.
Okay.
You find a punishment onto that puck, who again did not go for the BKB, went for the Lincolns. So easily isolated away, and the axe wields big as they find Zalrain again. Why?
Stampede, they're going. You're going, Jonathan. Skill late. Avalanche gonna land. They'll find Lloyd. Young God right by his side. We'll go for a TP play. Oh, Young God! He had the BKB. He had the BKB. Is he alright? Has he? No, he hasn't.
No.
Okay, that's a bit great. I mean, you could have just BKB TP.
Surprised he thought he could get away with that in that tree line. It's not the most hidden spot to try to TP out of.
No.
Let's get punished severely. At least he has buyback, but not a good position for Salvation. 11k lead widens now for Yangon. Now they can start to poke that high ground, force some buybacks out. Still have their own BKBs ready for Kish.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They can start going. They'll just dig in. They've got the damage output.
Fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
YG gone to the mid C3 tower. No contest so far. Drake, he's going to jump in, breaks the Lincolns and gets the Hex off, but there's no real follow-up, but they do get the Hex eventually here. Lloyd setting up onto the Morphin with the Strength More Force there in time. Kish still alive, will be able to wait for him to the low ground. He's alright. He makes it out. Rick is fine to survive another day, or rather the Morphling is as Rick dies. Or in the meantime, trying to take down Rupido, should have him and will. The Marcy down, the toss back play onto Lloyd. Lloyd just going down so quickly on the punch.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
The Morph survived all of that. That's the worst part. They threw everything with the kitchen sink, and Kish will still just get out of there scot-free.
And they play that perfectly until on Salvation, to be fair. Again, instant break on the Lincoln to the Mandrain into the Hex, forcing some repositioning out early on. In connection with Lloyd. It does save their racks. It does cost them a couple of buybacks in the supports, which isn't the biggest. Side of Yangon can just sit back, wait for next Roche, of course, 2 minutes.
And wrap around the long way with that top lane. Or is still showing, but he's a big boy. It'll be quite hard to burst him down quick enough, but they're going to try and give it a crack. Or still alive. The Sunray healing him up. He finally goes down, but now Kish can get right to work. Right after ripping it with the bite. Lloyd will save. Lloyd will just dismember up the Master, but they've lost Yangon. Oh, they've lost Young God instead. They've lost Wonder Boy. They fall for the bait. Like, Hor is just laughing from the grave. What were they thinking?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know why you open up on the Centaur. Like, it's not the target. Every time they go for Young PH, fights do simplify. Heck, they could even
Radiant's
try to
top
hope to
tower is
find
under attack.
but they were under smoke. They snuck around.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Most obvious bait in
Radiant's
history.
middle barracks
Like,
are
Hall,
under attack.
Hall literally just stood there like, come on, guys. You know you want it.
Radiant's top barracks
And
has
they were like,
fallen.
yeah, you know what we do. All right, Hall, we do what you...
They really did. It does cost them no buybacks. Racks will fall. The pressure in tier 4s. They've had enough of this game in YG.
Oh, nice little hook. I mean, Lloyd's still landing the hooks. Lloyd's been doing a great job of that.
Radiant's structures
Kind of the classic
are
issue with
fortified.
Pudge, isn't it, John? You can land all the hooks in the world, but it doesn't win you the game. Well, there we go. GG's call.
Radiant's middle tower is
Props
under
to
attack. Radiant's middle
the
tower
Salvation
down.
Gaming boys for giving it their best crack for the road to the international qualifiers, John. But it is going to be YG progressing through the lower bracket.
That it is. And all throughout today, Mike, all our open qualifier teams